Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bro, and I'm joined here by Solari, and we are back again in LFL 2021 Summer Split.
And what a game we have today. I know I say it pretty often, but lately we seem to have the most interesting games just popping up over and over again. Today is a special one because we have seen the very same setup in the spring season and we loved it very much. And today, yet again, we have two of our favorite teams clashing together because today we have KarmineCorp playing against Misfits Premier, and that's going to be very interesting. Even though this exact game is not a tiebreaker or anything, it can potentially lead to several tiebreakers, and I am not even kidding right now.
Yes, a lot of tiebreakers can be caused with basically any outcome of this game. If KC lose, they will have to go and play a tiebreaker against Vitality B to determine who's going to be on the first place of the scoreboard and be at the finals of playoffs of LFL Summer 2021. And if KC win, that means that Misfits are going to have, well, first and foremost, already have a tiebreaker against Solari and maybe have a tiebreaker with Team LDLC. It depends on the outcome of the next game as well.
Oh yes, because currently Solari and LDLC are sitting on the same spot. They both have. Oh no, sorry. Solari actually just played a game and they are now one step above LDLC. My apologies.
They should be 11-7 if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Yes, I was hoping for one more tiebreaker, but no, that's already more than enough that we have on the stakes here.
Absolutely so. And of course, the matches itself is something of a joy, really, because in the previous split, these two teams were the biggest rivals in the spring split. This was pretty much the most hardest clashes were happening between those guys. Right now, it doesn't seem to be exactly the case, but I'm still very interested to see if Misfits have learned from their mistakes from the previous, let's say, encounters, and if they will be able to bring down one of the most dominant teams in the whole division.
Yes, because if we remember correctly, in the spring split, Misfits Premier were actually the king of the leaderboard. They were sitting on the very top, and KarmineCorp were among the only two teams, if I'm not mistaken, who were able to bring a defeat to Misfits Premier. So that was truly the highlight, at least for me. I hope for some of the viewers too. It was the highlight of the spring split, and I'm really looking forward to this game.
In the end, though, they have taken the first spot,
Yeah.
KC, and they went into the final. So we'll see if that's going to happen yet again as we go into the finals. So just right out of the gate, we see Zix and Viego going into the bans. Nothing to be particularly surprised about, because Zix is just a pushing machine that
Yeah.
everybody loves and everybody hates at the very same time, and Viego probably one of the most dominant junglers right now, especially with all of those changes that has hit up in patches 11.14 and 11.15.
Yeah, we actually have junglers coming from K-Corp side right now, with Xinjiao joining the bounce from their side. There are Rise and Set from Misfits Premier. I don't think we have seen that much of Rise, but Set is definitely a champion who you should be afraid of. And in K-Corp, it means he can be feared of no matter which lane he goes to.
Also, Thrash, one of
Yeah.
the most scariest supports. You either take one or ban one. That's
Yes.
basically the relationship that you have with this guy, and basically insta-locking Lee Sin. A flex pick, as I always say, but it seems more or less every single time that we see him, he goes into the jungle.
Almost. Yeah. Yeah, I think this time it's also a pick for Schlatten, to be honest. And we have Varus, actually another champion who we mostly see in the bans. Now he's taken as ADC for KarmineCorp, and am I saying bot for KarmineCorp?
Yeah, your eyes do not deceive you. This is Bart, probably for Tagamas.
I hope it's not Forsaken. I mean, I wouldn't be very surprised after Aurelion Sol. I'm ready for anything, but yeah,
I mean, I know of the people that can make Bart solo lane work,
of
especially
course.
especially Polypuff. enters the chat, but by any means, we see LeBlanc and Kalista. Kalista, a champion that brought a lot of good moments and a lot of joy to Woolite, so not exactly surprised to see that one here. And LeBlanc taken into, I believe, some sort of into Aurelian, so not sure if he's going to lock it in, probably not.
No. That is Graves jungle, I believe.
Could be flexed though as well, because Graves, especially after LS have started to play him quite a lot, and the top happens to be quite a popular pick into mid and top lane as well. And knowing Saken in the late games playing strangely bruiser picks that don't supposed to work on the mid lane, but they do work in his hands.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that much even surprised if that was actually Graves, not for jungle, but for mid lane.
Yeah, but it brings another question. Certes locked LeBlanc before Saken got a chance to do his choice. Do you think that could have been a good answer to LeBlanc? Because it doesn't seem to me at all.
Well, LeBlanc wants to go closer. Graves will be very happy to have you closer because he will basically shot you with a shotgun in the face. So, you know, I guess it depends.
Yeah, but still, I would disagree with your points. I really think that that is a pick for Syncroft, but we're about to see.
Mid laners are getting banned for KC, as KC answer with bans of their own of supports. Alistair and Leona. Nautilus still available for Jack Troll, so is Braum.
Yeah. Other options, no. Everything else is out of option, I think.
I mean, you can go with something cheesy like, okay, this is Diana. I might have been right here.
What if it's Graves for bot lane? We haven't considered this option.
But we have Varus.
Oh yes.
But we have Varus already. This is a potential Graves solo lane, which is very interesting. This is the Nautilus we've been speaking about. I wonder what's going to be the top pick for Misfits.
We are not sure if we've seen a top pick from KC. So that's interesting for Misfits. Will they decide that someone from KarmineCorp is top lane, or will they decide to take something safe, like Renekton or Wukong or Gnar?
Just wanted to say, take Renekton, you're basically prepared for anything.
That's pretty much the first thing that comes to. Okay,
or
that's also a very good option. Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty popular top lane, especially in recent times, and nothing to be surprised, I guess, as well. So now we're going to see top lane-ish maybe pick from KC-ish.
In this draft stage, Misfits Premier are not the ones surprising us. It's fully on KarmineCorp this time, Joan. So that's gonna be picked or not?
Huh?
Come on.
Okay, I'm extremely confused right now. I want to see the. So that's going to be
top lane or Graves top lane in the end.
I don't know. This is okay. So it is actually Graves for Forsaken, as we're going to see Jarvan played at the top lane. Okay, this is actually super smart though. I really like it because it's actually super smart.
Can you go on?
Well, because of the fact that once Jarvan hits his level 6, because of the Cataclysm, Jace will not be able to go anywhere. And once Jace hits his level 6, that's not going to make such a big a difference for him because he has his ultimate already in the beginning of the game. So that means that couple shot, unless he will be able to stand, let's say, safely against aggressive at the top lane before his level 6. After that, he has much more killing potential than Jace has already.
Yeah, okay, yes, I actually agree with you. I am very interested in seeing how the mid lane is going to be played, but honestly, bot support, that's where my eyes have to be.
I just don't know in general. It seems like this, both of those team compositions bring a lot of question, in the same time a lot of joy in me, because these are so much not standard. I'm even happy to see it, because seeing Kalista being played professionally is always pretty much a joy, because that champion that requires a lot of mechanical knowledge of how to play your champion, and of course that brings that leaves Jacktra with much more tools in trying to begin those team fights. While on side of KC, this composition is just as amazing as it is confusing.
Yes, that's very precise description of what is happening with with the pick of K-pop. I like it. Thank you.
You're, you're utmost welcome. I mean,
I
I don't know. I really don't know.
No, I really love the pick because they have actually, if you look at it, there is a lot of really strong and reliable initiation, and there is even and I am losing my words even from this pick. Look at this. There is a good initiation chain. They can start with a very nice control from Varus, and then you can imagine Javan and Diana flying in. Or there can be control from bot also. They can also start a fight if you really need it, or stop someone from Misfits Premier from trying to run away, from trying to disengage. And then there is Graves, who just comes in and says, hello, I do damage.
I have a shotgun.
Yeah, I have a shotgun and I do damage.
Everybody brought their friends into this fight, and I brought my shotgun.
Exactly.
I feel like KC have a much stronger and much reliable team fights actually than Misfits, because the amount of damage, and also, as you pointed out, the amount of this chains initiations and chain CC from them that they have in their hands, it feels like they will be much more dominant and much more persistent in those team fights, because I'm looking at the amounts of ultimates that we have on the KC side that are able to work with almost any sort of initiation that Misfits can try to produce. It almost baffles me, really.
Yeah, but at the same time, there is another problem that I see coming from another side of the map. Misfits Premier have a very duel-oriented pick, because look at the champions, look at Lee Sin, look at LeBlanc, look at Kalista. These champions are very good at just fighting someone 1v1 or 2v2 if we talk about bot lane. Which means that in the beginning of the game, KarmineCorp can actually suffer, and they need to make sure they don't lose a lot until the game gets to the teamfight stage. That's where they will truly shine, but in order to shine there, they need to survive the tough beginning first.
I feel like the most amount of plays will happen as soon as we're going to hit level 6, just because both of the teams are going to escalate so quickly in those fights right after that moment. So that's something that we really should keep our eyes on.
Yeah. Imagine Jack Troll getting the ultimate and Surges getting the ultimate. Just the first things just come to mind.
I mean, the depth chart. Ooh, okay. Misfits with the cheesy level 1 strat, but they're not going to find actually anybody on the blue buff. They're just going to steward happily. And
very happily, I believe.
With that. Yeah, very happily. And maybe even we're going to see a level 2 gank from Schlatten onto bot. They could do that, because I don't think there's any magical journey available for Tagamas yet. Tagamas is going to spot Misfits, so he knows that they have pulled. Okay, he's going to even take the Gromp, I believe. Yeah. Gromp.
I don't think he's going to go on the bot lane right now. That wouldn't look like a smart decision. He will either try to clear the wolves, or he will go back to his jungle, and he's going straight to the wolves.
Oh, okay, and the very aggressive first level fight over here. Woolite already in a little bit of a trouble. He has a lot of damage from Matty, and that's a first blood because of the aggressive flash. Brilliantly played by KC's bot lane.
Wow, we're 3rd minute into the game, and that's already the first blood happening. That's very aggressive from KarmineCorp. They are not going to try to survive until the team fight. They are going to dominate the game. And then when they get to the team fight, they will just eliminate the enemy.
Suppose this is going to be the idea behind this. Okay, so Diana now knows that Schlatten is doing his Raptors, and she is going to take a little bit more far from him, because I believe that Syncroft is pretty much aware of the fact that some things have been taken from him as well. So Gamas might be actually looking to go onto Certus right now, but Schlatten is already here to join him. That's a missed Sonic Wave, but such an unfortunate one, meaning that Seiken will not go down. And eyes on Syncroft. Kabashar going with an engage onto Aggressor. It takes a lot of damage from Aggressor with a knockback as well, but both junglers are going going to meet at the river, but you can see Tagamas here as well. Schlatten very aggressively onto Zinkrov, takes quite a lot of damage, but so does Zinkrov. Heals from Tagamas, that means that they have to disengage because of the numbers advantage on the side of KC, but Jackdaw is already here as well. Okay, this brawl is not about to end yet, or maybe yes, maybe no, I'm not sure.
No. Oh no.
Okay,
No,
we'll
no,
light.
no.
One-on-one with Xmati. Come on, mate, you can do that.
Come on,
Okay.
Moonlight, you can do this. No.
Seiken not going to be in trouble. Hook from Jackdaw not gonna come because he sees the Gamas and he knows he can be stunned. Okay, this is very tense. First 4 minutes into this game, won't lie.
Yes, and
Look at Jackdaw though. Okay, he's all right. That's a very aggressive flash shot onto Xmati. A lot of damage coming onto him. He's going to burn, but not yet. Aggressive onto solo kill with Covershot, but Covershot outplays him. This is a solo kill for Covershot under the tower, and Xmati is still alive as well.
what is happening? First of all, did you see how close Xmati was to dying there? I think there was one spare from Woolite that didn't hit him. Just a little bit very close, but not hitting him. That was incredible.
What is
But-
going on in that
Yes,
game?
that was my next question. What is going on in this game? There is so much action from the very beginning. Especially from
aggressive.
KarmineCorp.
He almost scored that level. Doesn't mind the level. This solo kill almost hit it on Covershot. We're going to have a replay of what happened here, so you can see the trade going solemnly in the favor of aggressive. He decides to go in very late. Actually, he just goes in.
Yes.
Doesn't quite connect it. Goes into the tower, and 2 flashes being burned, and Covershot goes away with the kill.
Yeah.
Oh.
To be honest, that looked like a misplay from Aggressivo. He waited for way too long to go into the tower. The moment when he had absolutely no creeps under the tower anymore, and the enemy wave just arrived there. That's definitely not when you want to jump under a tower solo on level 4.
I feel like
Something
he just didn't really know, like, should I go in, should I not go in, should I do that, shouldn't I do that? And that, I guess, was
Syncrof?
the ultimate demise of it. Syncrof sits there in the bush.
Syncrof?
Syncrof?
You're not a word, Syncrof? Okay, fine.
Syncrof. Covershot in the meantime hit. He's level 6, that means he's going to have Cataclysm in the next fight that will happen against
right now?
and that's probably
Right
going
now.
to happen. Yes, here comes Cataclysm, knocked back from that, but Syncrof is already with initiation. No flash onto aggressive. He has to go away, but Schlatten hits the resonating strike as well. Takes a lot of damage though. He will go down inevitably. Yes, he will. Flash will not save you. Schlatten. Syncrof picks a first kill with for himself, as it was a disaster for Team Misfits. Okay, in the meantime, Tagama's being caught, but the magical journey is going to save him. Brilliant one, I might add,
Yes.
from the Bart as they get away to safety.
Absolutely brilliant. I have to say that in this game, KarmineCorp are playing so clearly. Everything seems to be so nicely calculated. That's a very nice improvement after some less fortunate games that we've seen them have. They should have prepared for this game a lot and it really fails. Or they're just, I don't know, in a good mood.
You know, maybe they had a good dinner and they're just so happy that they had one, so they're ready to.
Yeah,
No?
for Misfits Premier, usually it's Jack Troll to give them an amazing speech, a motivational speech. Here, maybe Tagamas did it.
Yeah, that he's the bard. I mean, so maybe he sang a song.
Okay.
That can also probably work
Oh,
as a
Covershot.
Covershot. Might be caught in the ear, but he has all the means to get away.
Will he?
Not be.
Will he?
Will he though? He takes. Wow! Wait a minute.
Oh,
You're playing with your life, Covershot. Don't get cocky. As in the meantime, good hook onto Seiken, but collateral damage is going to save him as he gets away. I think that Covershot got quite cocky.
yes, I think he overdid it quite massively. He was pretty sure of his ability to go away at the very last
Backslash
moment.
onto
But
Seiken. A very good hook.
Oh.
Predicts it. Seiken going down. Misfits are not yet done with this game.
beautiful, beautiful. No, absolutely kudos to Misfits Premier. They keep up with KarmineCorp so nicely. They might actually take the lead, and if they take it, they will not let it go away.
8 minutes into the game, 6 kills have already been scored. 2 kills for Misfits, 4 kills for KC. Gold almost dead even, as the first Ocean Drake is going to go in the hands of KC. But it doesn't really matter, such an even game already.
That is actually something incredible about both teams, because we know that Misfits adjust to their enemy pretty well, and KC are in a such strong lead from the very first seconds of the game, but Misfits keep up with them so nicely, and they're able to give a nice fight back, and they're able to take the lead whenever they see the chance to do so. So that is really a clash of two equally well prepared and well, I don't know, well teams. Yes, I'll stop with it.
But also, I imagine how angry must be Kabushat with himself.
Oh
I don't know if he had a
yes.
I don't know if he had a cooldown on the spear
No,
or
no,
not.
no, 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 no.
But
He didn't use it in the fight. At
I
least
mean
I
he
didn't see it.
maybe he used it while he was fighting the scuttle crab, but he wasn't quite able to get away. And I can feel the burn of that situation, honestly speaking.
Ah, yes. Yes, I feel bad for him. That was really not nice. But oh, Synchro? No, not going to the top lane. Just taking the word, and they really want to go for this Herald.
They really want to, but they also know that Lee Sin is here, both the supports of their respective... Oh, notice that Jackdaw already has the depth charge, but Tagama's not yet having his Tempered Fate, so you have to keep your eyes for that. Okay, the Herald is going to be started, but not by KC, rather by Misfits. Tinkroff is falling back just a little bit as he sees the rest of Team Misfits here. Kabushat maybe looking for some good Cataclysm. No Tempered Fate still available. Jackdaw maybe looking for a hook. Tinkroff is already in there. Here comes the Dragon Kick onto Tinkroff and a Depth Charge as well. Kabushat going in there, but he's getting immediately stopped. Here comes the Fate's Call. They're going on to Tinkroff, but the Herald is going to be taken actually by KC, and the Misfits have to retreat, but Schlatten will not retreat anywhere except at their base. Oh, such a misplay from Moonlight, but he's still able to recover from that one. There was a good chain in CC. Wow, what a damage from that Jace, but Moonlight is going down inevitably. A lot of things happening on the map. Hard to keep track of what's happening, but KC are on the top.
Yes, I lost the track of that fight at some moment, so I really want to see a replay because that was beautiful. And I really want to see the moment when the Herald got taken by Synchro, because nicely done. I think the Herald was less than half HP by the moment Synchro decided to go in and start the fight between two teams, so that's kudos to him. Yes, here we go.
And also with the chain CC that he has received, notice how heavy do they try to bring him down as much as they can with all the CC, knocked up all the time, with the kick, with the death charge, with the fate skull, but it doesn't matter. He outsmited it anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm silent because I'm just admiring the fight. That is really beautiful. And Kabushat had another very unfortunate moment there when he decided to fly in with his ultimate, not hitting absolutely anybody, not catching anybody. But then at the moment when they were changing Misfits Premier in the end, that was a very nice game from him right there. I loved it.
Also, Woolite noticed that he wanted to attack his enemy, but accidentally attacked the blast cone, almost giving up his life because of that mistake, but luckily not exactly happening to do so. And as we just were speaking about the fact that both teams are even, 2,000 gold in the pocket of KC of their lead, also with the Rift Herald as well, so that means that they can expand that lead even more, and it seems like they actually might be looking to do this right now. A lot of people gathered on the top side of the map, 4 people actually gathered, so Aggressivo might be interested to go back. Abushat actually has the Rift Herald, not Synchro.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess there was no time really for Synchro to get the Herald, simply because he was getting controlled all the time. Jack Troll, no, just simply
no
getting away.
no time to explain. Just take the Herald and run away.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what you do. No.
Yes, I guess. I don't exactly know, and I feel like this might be actually the moment when Kabushat might be interested. No, okay, yes, he will use it.
That's
okay,
a perfect moment, and he's gonna take at least 2 turret blades. Let us
I
see.
thought it's going to be 2.
Boom.
Boom. Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
320 gold funneled into this job, and as we have a
Oh,
little bit of
so
a fight here in the
close.
mid lane, that was two things hitting at once, and it were very
Yes.
close hook from Jackdaw and a Sonic Wave from that Lee Sin, but it feels like Misfits have won this little fight for Prio just before. Okay, Certus goes in there to scare their opponents off as Misfits try to take this very first Drake of their own. This is going to be a Cloud Drake, the one that they actually desperately needed, but KC need that one as well. They're going even closer. Dragon in a very bad position, but the Temper Fate is going to call Jack Troll as the Dragon is being slayed. Kalista is going down extremely quickly because of the amount of damage by Diana, but Diana is trading his life as well. Here comes Cabochel with the teleport. He's in the fight, and the Cataclysm is there as well. Schlatten in very deeply in the fight, and he's going to pay with his life for it. That skill is going to Xmati, but Misfits come up with the Dragon in their hands and a kill on to Tinkroff.
Would you say that's an equal exchange for them? It still feels to me that KarmineCorp are in the lead everywhere. What do you think?
Well, you see this 3,000 gold, and I suppose that's the only way to actually understand it. But this team fight is rather interesting because you can see that despite the fact that KC are heavily in the lead, they're still able to bring a lot of damage to the table and a lot of initiation as well. You can see that Xmati he basically avoided death because of that stopwatch.
Yes, exactly. It was a very nicely taken stopwatch. I have absolutely nothing to add. I only have to say that Schlatten indeed was very unfortunately mispositioned in that team fight. He was in the middle of the whole enemy team except for
Seiken
Synchro.
goes on to Certus. Here comes the power of Graves, maybe immobilized, but Certus knows how to get away.
He knows how to immobilize. And there is Tagamas actually already pretty close in case there would be any continuation. Or are they going to go under the tower? No, not this time.
No.
Nah.
But they're going to maybe even just slightly damage the tower a little bit more.
Shot? No, not even.
And look at the gold, actually. We have 1,200 lead with Cabochard, 1,000 lead with Diana, but not that big of a lead that I thought it's going to be onto Xmati. This is something that actually surprises me. 3 kills and a lot of... Ooh, Jack Troll misses with that. He avoids the Temper Fate, but in the meantime, Aggressive has to flash away from the Cataclysm in order not to die. What's happening? There's action everywhere on the map!
Yes, isn't it what we love, actually? But to continue on your point about not that much gold difference on Xmati, it's because Woolite is farming pretty well. He manages to stay on the same level with Xmati, even though the situation for him, his score is unfortunate to say the least. And it's not gonna be the tower, actually. That was pretty close to be an exchange of towers, but no, not this time. Seiken saves the bot lane tower.
And also, alright, both supports are just looking so aggressive towards each other. I feel like it's a personal nemesis for Jack Troll. Like, who is the better support? Of course me, says Jack Troll, and goes in there with a hook and a depth charge.
Of course me, says Tagamas,
and uses a magical journey or tempered faith. I don't know. In the meantime, this Herald is going to go down. Schlatten not exactly on time with his Sonic Wave to take and try and steal that one. So it's in the hands of KC right now.
And with Synchro this time, actually. Okay. No, nothing's happening.
You were very happy with the fact that he hooked a how do you call that guy?
Minion.
Cannon minion.
Cannon minion. I suppose. I'm not sure.
I mean, that's a lot of gold in that cannon minion, so I'm pretty happy about that too.
Yeah.
I guess I can't really argue with that.
Yay, Jack Troll.
Yay, you hooked the cannon minion. In the meantime,
it's going to be another tower. Look at that. That's a tower for
Seiken is unstoppable with his pushing abilities. He's going to bring that tower down before Misfits will manage to answer with this. Okay, so let's breathe in for a moment as we have this moment. 4,000 gold deficit for Misfits. They have no Herald, but they have taken 1 Drake, and this is going to be a Mountain Soul Drake in that game. So, what do you do right now if you're Misfits?
Try to take the Drakes. Try to secure them as much as possible, and then try to have vision on the Baron pit at all times. And maybe try to catch KarmineCorp one by one, except for Cabochard, because you don't want to catch Cabochard at that moment anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't be exactly happy to catch the king as well. In the meantime, 15 seconds into the dragon's going to be spawned. This is going to be a mount. Ooh, Tempered Face misses because somebody has flashed it out. I think it was Woolite who used the flash to get away. Harold has been popped in the mid, so that means that there's a little bit of priority at the very least for KC as Drake is about to spawn. He is. Hex Flash from Jackcho. He is in there, but he misses with the hook, but he won't miss with the depth charge. Here comes Certus as well with some damage, and Schlatten is here to join the fight. There's a lot of things happening, and that's a Cataclysm onto Certus, but he will get away. In the same time, Woolite was taken down by Saken. Syncroft will get away with his life, and Certus has to retreat because he has just such a slither amount of HP. It's a disastrous moment for Misfits, but they will try, I suppose, to go and steal the Drake. If Schlatten lives to tell the tale, actually, he is with the magical journey. Kick onto Saken, but there's a lot of people in there, Schlatten. Can you get away? Inevitably chased by KC, goes down, and the Mountain Drake goes in the hands of KC.
With nobody there to stop them from taking what is rightfully theirs at this moment, exactly. I am not exactly sure why Schlatten decided to stay in that spot in the jungle, not to retreat a little bit, wait until KC retreat to go to take the Drake, and then maybe try to steal it with the help of someone else from the team still alive, even though the choice was not very big at that moment anymore.
Suppose he wanted to try and make the big difference play. Didn't exactly work for him, though, as right now it just seems like KC are such strongly in the lead with 6,000 gold difference now.
Wow.
Sitting on a lot of gold there, and Baron is spawned. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get even more tense on the Summoner's Rift as KC just walk in the enemy's jungle. They do not care. They don't want to see anything. Jack Joe's getting caught by a lot of ultimates. He's going inevitably down, and that means they are not able to do anything to answer. Misfits just have to look as the Baron is going to be started for KC. Will they try to fight for it? This is the biggest question.
They absolutely have to. They will not be able to withstand the siege for long.
Hold that thought. Schlatten gets himself away with the fact that he uses this sonic wave rather than resonating strike. Certus with a lot of damage onto. Okay, shut down onto Xmati. Certus almost paid with his life. He will actually pay with his life because of that cataclysm. Tagamas is almost dead with a dragon kick from Schlatten, but here comes Warlike. Maybe there's going to be a difference. Tempered Fate goes rather wide. Nobody's there. Gressiva picks up the Tagamas. I think that Baron finished the job for him as Misfits. They are not okay with the fact that they're losing. They will not lose this time. Saken caught with a sonic wave, but he's going down from the amount of damage. Aggressive has to retreat in order not to die. Saken might be a difference pick. Here comes Tagamas, but he was used by the Fate's call, so that means he will get away and not caught by the rest of the team, but they want to continue for some reason. Here comes the teleport from Certus. Okay, that's the reason. But the recalls have been made. Certus is on the chase, but there is nobody left on the battlefield. As this was another yet tense exchange from the teams.
Very tense, but Misfits Premier did what they had to, and they were successful in it. There is no Baron happening right now, and it's not happening until KarmineCorp have a chance to regroup and feel better on the map again, because right now they should not be as confident in how they step into the enemy jungle as they were before.
They have managed to successfully pick up Tagamas. But look at how Misfits play this, and this is something very interesting, all right? So they base Saken and Cabochard out. They take down Xmati just in a blink of an eye. Certus uses his passive to get away, but not exactly able to do so. Tagamas is going to be picked up by Baron over here because he's stunned in the time of the magical journey, and boom, he's going to die right now.
Yes, that was an unfortunate death.
Yeah, quite too much, I would even say. And look at this, Schlatten goes in the... Okay, never mind then.
Schlatten goes there, and we know what happens next. No need to repeat.
Yeah, and the rest is just basically history.
Exactly. But yeah, I actually have to say that that is something we often see teams playing against KarmineCorp not paying enough attention to, and that is taking down Ixmari as quick as possible, because man is capable of doing damage, okay? Man knows how to do damage, and you
Okay,
really
let's see
focus on it.
let's see this. Hold that thought, as we probably are to see the same situation play out again.
Huh.
KC gets into the enemy jungle without even caring about the fact that there is somebody in there. But Misfits this time, they say, okay, you know what? Let's not do this today, okay? So we're just going to retreat. You take the Gromp, and we're going to go, all right?
It worked once. Who says it's gonna work for the second time? No, wait. Let's be more careful. And that is a good approach to this. I like it. Misfits Premier are not jumping straight into the action after they
Okay,
got
hold that
success.
thought. Misfits
I
might be
am.
with a go of their own. Schlatzen just goes in there super aggressively. Collateral damage is going to be just a little bit, but here comes the teleport, and Diana from the backside. Sotus may be caught by Kabushard. Yes, that's a, but he flashes away from the Cataclysm, and that's Schlatzen onto Syncroft, but here comes Wallite, so that means there's going to be a little bit of a numbers advantage. Are we going to have the continuation of that fight? Maybe not, but Tempered Fate is a bit available for Hergamas. Might... No, here comes teleport into the bot lane. Okay, Aggressivo now is going to get caught. He was covered. Okay, the trade of teleports!
Oh,
Look
wow!
at that! Goodbye, Seiken. I'm not even going to stay here for a long time. 5 seconds until the Drake is going to be spawned. It's going to be a Mountain Drake. And are KC going to go for it? Or are they going for... That's some pings from KC, indicating something about a Baron.
But they're going for the Drake first. They need this Drake. It's their third Drake, one left till they get that precious soul. And now they can actually regroup next to the Baron Pit. And Misfits need to be extremely careful with what they do next right now. They are going to regroup apparently because there are 2 backs already. So they will try to go to the Baron Pit or no? No. Nothing is happening there yet. Though all the eyes are for sure on that point on the map. Yes, and the pings are too. Some of them. No. Yes. Yes! Look! They are going there. And we have lost my colleague, unfortunately. That's an unfortunate moment to lose a colleague. Brillman, we need you back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely sorry. It appears I had some kind of a technical difficulty that I don't even know what was that, but we are back in the game. What have I missed?
Absolutely nothing. Everybody was just trying to regroup to the Baron.
At the same time, Aggressive might be actually caught with a Temper of Fate. It doesn't matter that I was away. I am still...
And he's lost again. No! Oh no, do we have Seiken? No, look, nobody's dying yet, but there is a lot of tension happening absolutely everywhere. Oh my god, who's going to go down? And my internet is down too. Or was it the stream? Okay, Woolite might be going down. Yes, and Syncroft actually manages to get Woolite, and he leaves because he goes golden, and there is another pick. Certis is down, taken by Seiken. The fight kind of continues. Aggressive, he's not in a very good position. He's being chased by Kabushard, and yes!
Ascon is going to save him. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. No idea what was happening, but it seems like Misfits have unfortunately missed that team fight. Okay, Kabushard onto Schlatten. Not going to happen anything else than that, but the Baron is going to get started by KC.
Yes, and with that,
Hello.
I stopped trying to speak quickly. I give this I give this
privilege.
Yes, thank you. I give this privilege back to Brillman.
I'm extremely sorry. I do not have. Okay. Anyway, never mind. Sagamas is going down in the meantime. Jackjo might be caught by the rest of Casey, but he flashes over the wall in order to get to safety. That means one Baron buff is going to get. Oh my God! What a hook onto Kabushard. But is it going to get answered? Maybe not. Here comes the teleport taken onto Sharton, but nothing's going to happen. Certus is with a lot of damage on his own, but he is also punched in the face quite nicely. Saken flashes over the wall. Might be actually punished for that, but no. Here comes Tinkoff with his help as well, and he picks up the kill.
Whew, a lot of action right after the Baron was taken. Wow.
A lot of action in my Discord as well. Okay, Schlatten might be caught by Syncroft.
Will he? Will he? It looks like Syncroft is looking for... Yes. No. Nah. Not really worth it.
Okay, as I have just a bit of a second, I'm extremely sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea what was happening and why was I so rudely unplugged from the game.
It
But by
happens, yes.
Yeah, but by any means, I am back. So we hopefully we should be in all right spot right now. Okay, so let's try to reevaluate what have happened. We had a team fight. It didn't work for Misfits. They are now
Absolutely.
losing almost 8,000, more than 8,000 gold, and the Baron minions are just pouring in their base as the siege is about to start on the first turret that stands in the base of Misfits. KC continue with their push even at the side lanes as well. Covershot working with that turret on the bot lane, and their Miracle is the only thing. Oh, Certus onto Xmatic, he's almost dead! But here comes the teleport from Cumbershot. Sitters just silently waits there, happy with the job he's done, but Xmati is still alive. That's a Cataclysm onto Shutton, but he's going to get kicked away. Syncroft with the Moonfall, but not going to get Walleye just yet. Aggressive goes golden, not to die, but Sagan picks him up with that smoke bomber. Double kill for him, and inhibitor. They can just close the game.
Absolutely. One thing Aggressivo didn't go golden because he wanted to. That was Tagama's.
I think Aggressive went to as well, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe that's true. Nexus turrets are going down, and the death march from KC going to be at least tried to be stopped by Schlatten as Jack Troll sees the inevitable fall of his base, but KC are not willing to stop just yet. They want to fight just a little bit. They say, Jack Troll, come out here, my little boy. But the Baron minions are going to do that for them instead. A win for KC and a overall brilliant game.
Brilliant and brutal. That's the word we use quite often, but it just sums up the game so nicely. I cannot help but use it again.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, despite the fact that there's some moments of sheer dominance from the teams, it just feels like both of the teams are so eager to fight. Like, okay, you're going to try and stomp on us. We don't care. We're going to go and fight you again and again and again.
Yes, yes, and I love the fact that Misfits Premier, despite they were in a bad position for almost the whole game, they were trying to be very accurate with their decisions on the map, and they were not rushing into situations that could potentially bring them some advantage, but not necessarily. They were trying to calculate very much everything that they were doing, and sometimes that even worked.
Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. Again, even at the draft phase, we were all talking about the fact that KC have a very strong team composition for team fighting. So that something that paid off, I suppose, for them at the later stages of the game.
Yeah.
And with that being said, that means that Misfits have to play a tiebreaker with Solari and I actually don't know.
I think it's only Solari at this point.
I guess so, because they were the first to reach 11-7, and now it's 11-7 on Misfits as well. So that means that they will play that tiebreaker.
Yeah, they will. They have to.
And KC are sitting on the top of the scoreboard, meaning that they will be at the finals on the playoffs, which is the place where we are going to see you, but on not only the finals, but the quarterfinals as well.
Oh, yeah.
So stay tuned as we will close up the summer season of LFL. My name is Brumman. I was joined here by Solari, that I give a lot of gratitude right now for saving this game for us because of my technical difficulties.
Wait till you see it before thanking me.
I will thank you anyway.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for sticking here with us. We'll see you in the next game.